Breathing space contains mature content such as substance abuse, sexual situations, and violence. This episode contains mentions of disease.
I ain't got no home to go to, ain't got nothing to sell, but my stars will never leave me, even when I'm sold to hell. I was born under a blue sky, and I'll die out in the black. When I'm gone, don't no one mourn me, 'cause my debts will drag me back.
I don't like this.
We're aware, Phig.
He should have been back by now.
He'll be back. Give it a rest.
He said an hour.
And he's only 3 minutes over. Chill the fuck out.
Chill out? Do you hear yourself? We've barely got a week to prep, and instead of focusing on that, we make an unscheduled stop in Jemison. Our boss runs off on some errand, tells us he'll be back in an hour, and disappears. I've got schematics to review. I can't be sitting here waiting on some inconsiderate, underhanded crook who...
Care to finish that thought?
Productive outing, Carlile?
It was. Found us a way past that pesky security system on board the windbreaker.
And that way is, person.
Sure is. This here's Molina.
Dibs.
You can't call dibs on a person.
I believe I just did.
You're incorrigible.
All part of my charm.
I know we've all been wondering how the hell we get past an aspis. They're touchy as hell and not to be fucked with. It would take a damn good systems check to get us around one. That's where Mala comes in.
Yeah. Hi. So you can't actually get around an aspis. As soon as it's tripped, the security doors go down to trap the intruders inside. There's not much getting around that. Besides that, one of the perks of the aspis is that it's linked to the ship's operating system, so there's no hacking into the security system without also hacking the ship. And that can usually only be done from the ship's main computer on the bridge. What most people don't know is that you can use a service key to access the ship remotely and take control of the whole system. If we do that, instead of all four of you having to make it through the ship undetected, only one of you has to make it to the bridge, plug in the key, and then trip the aspis on purpose.
Wait, we're gonna what now?
If we control when it trips, we can make it so that the crew is on one side of the doors and you four are on the other.
Right, and they won't just figure out that we're the ones who trip the security system and open the doors again?
They will, but a manual override will take 3 minutes, which is why you four will have 90 seconds to grab your loot and the next 60 to get the fuck out.
Hey, no offense, but that sounds way too simple. We've been looking at this every which way for days now, and the whole issue has been that the systems are supposed to be hack-proof.
They're not hack-proof, nothing is. All you need is the right key and a tech who is very, very good.
And we're supposed to believe you're that good?
Believe what you want, just do everything I say and you'll all get out just fine.
All right. Y'all heard the lady. You all know what prep you need to do, so get to it. Molly'll handle the tech. She's smarter than all you put together, so don't get in the way, you hear me? Good. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, here we go.
Why the fuck should any of us trust her? I signed on to work with the three of you. We at least gonna get a demonstration so we know she's worth the risk?
No, you're not. You want your cut, you'll trust who I trust. Get to work.
Fuck, fine, whatever. Might as well bring on a crew of fucking no-goes while we're at it. Smarter than me? I don't fucking...
Right. You coming? Wouldn't kill us to spend more time with schematics too.
In a minute.
What are you doing?
Just gonna welcome our newest crew member aboard. Seems like the hospitable thing to do.
Yeah, hospitable. That's the word for you. You don't think she's a little busy at the moment?
Watch and learn, my friend. So, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? So Molly.
Molina.
What? Oh, Right. So, Molina...
You're standing very close to me.
Oh, I guess I am. Sorry. So what are you working on?
I'm familiarizing myself with the Centurion's operating system. Once I've got a handle on that, I can turn my attention to learning the Aspis.
Right, that's smart. You need any help? I'm sure I'm nowhere near as good as you, but I could, hold something or...
I'm fine.
You sure? I'm a man of many talents.
Positive. I'm sorry, did you need something?
I guess not. I'll just, get out of your hair then.
I'm confused, see. What was I supposed to be learning there?
Shut up. 30 minutes later, this guy's still standing there arguing with me, despite the fact that he has clearly never seen the inner workings of an 8-vac in his life. I mean, that's why he called a mechanic in the first place, right? Like, instead of fixing it himself. But try as I might to explain what he's doing wrong and what I need to do to fix it, he refuses to listen to me. Wait, I'm sorry, what was the question?
Did you get a receipt for the docking charge when you went out to do that repair?
Oh, right. Yes, I did get a receipt. And it is right... Shit.
Did you not?
No, I definitely did, and I remember because the guy was very pissy with me about it. I just can't find it at the moment.
Okay, we'll start with my receipts then. That'll keep us busy for a while.
How many could you possibly have? Oh my god, we're gonna be here for a year.
We will if you keep telling stories instead of filling out forms.
I love you.
Nice try. You still have to help me with these tax write-offs.
Traitor, don't take her side.
What do you expect? You're the one who named him Brother Cheeseburger.
He was eating a cheeseburger when I found him. What else was I supposed to call him?
Literally anything else? I know, buddy. He's not allowed to name things anymore. Alright, so once we're done with this section, then we can get interrupted. I put a giant sign on the door that says closed, didn't I?
Sure did.
I'll get rid of them. You'll have to come back tomorrow. We're closed.
Not to me, you're not.
Excuse me?
What the fuck?
You're Crutchfield and Molina?
What the fuck?
Who's asking?
I was sent by a mutual acquaintance to tell you your debt has come due.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what he said. Are we supposed to know what that means?
All you need to know is that there are people in need of help. You two not only have the skills to help them, but an obligation to do the right thing. My contact was quite certain you wouldn't give me any trouble.
And I'm quite certain that neither you nor your contact can tell us what to do in our own shop.
In that case, perhaps you never should have set foot on board the Cerulean Cloud in the first place. What? Did you think I came in here without doing my homework? You think I don't know that you two miscreants should be dead? That you would have blown yourselves to hell if Brother Argyre hadn't swooped in to fix your fuck-up at the 11th hour? You didn't think all that came for free, did you?
Wait, did Argyre send you?
He did.
Well, why the hell didn't you lead with that?
Is he in some sort of trouble?
He is not, but there are others who... I suppose you should just listen to this.
Hello. I trust you are both well. I'm sure you've seen coverage of the deadly flu outbreak on Ceres and the devastation it is causing. There is a way that the two of you can help. As my friends and I saved your lives, I'm asking you to now help save the lives of others. My associate has the details.
You're the associate?
I am. Sister Andromeda, technically, but Andy's fine. Brother Argyre sent me here to tell you there are people in need of help, and he believes you're the ones to do it. And that you'd understand the debt you owe.
Yeah, we got that. There's a reason you're being so fucking cagey about exactly what he wants us to do.
Funny. He said she'd be the jumpy one. There's a charity ship headed for Ceres with supplies, but because those supplies are so valuable, the ship's become a target. In order to get her there unscathed, she's going to need a new identity.
So you're saying there's a charity ship full of medical supplies headed for the quarantine zone, and in order to avoid capture by, I assume, pirates, you're asking us to, what, flip a transponder?
Basically.
Yeah, we can do that.
Excellent.
Is the ship with you?
No. Captain Carlile and the Centurion will be arriving shortly.
The captain's name is Carlile?
It is. Captain Adelard J. Carlile.
And the ship is the Centurion?
Yes. Is it something I said? Because you two just froze like virgins in a brass house.
There must be some kind of mistake. Carlile is dead. Died earlier this year, which we know for a fact because he left everything to Molly.
Including the Centurion, which was stolen shortly after his death.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I was given a name and a place to go.
Well, that name belongs to someone that we know damn well to be dead.
Be that as it may, you have a debt and have already agreed to pay it.
That was before you came in here and invoked the name of a dead man.
I don't see how that changes the fact that thousands of people could die without your help.
Give us a second. What do we do?
I don't know. She's small. We could probably take her.
See.
I know. I'm just saying. Worst case scenario.
It's not a good idea.
She had a message from Argyre. If he's the one asking us for help.
We don't know if that's legit. He didn't use our names.
But he did say he saved our lives.
I'm inclined to think we're not the only associates of his that could apply to.
Fair. Okay. They just want us to flip a transponder, right?
Right.
So let's just do it. They're already on their way, and it won't take me long, especially if it really is the Centurion.
Okay. Wouldn't hurt to know who's out there using Carlile's name, either. Ugh, but I don't like this.
Me neither. And we still have so many tax forms to fill out.
Is that really your biggest concern right now?
It is one of them, yes. Okay. We'll flip the transponder, and then our debt is paid, and you all get the hell out of here. Deal?
Fine by me.
That's the Centurion, all right. Should we go out and meet them?
Nah, let him come to us. We'll see who this guy is, and then we can all go out to the ship together.
This sort of work isn't exactly above board. So the kind of people who would do it...
Georgie, you worry too much. Everything is going to be absolutely fine. Oh, holy shit.
Oh my god.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Something wrong, Captain Carlile?
Wrong? What could possibly be wrong? We needed help, and found it in the shop of two of my oldest friends.
Making any headway with that ASPIS system, kiddo?
You know that the S in ASPIS stands for system, right, Car? So you just called it a system?
Take it easy on an old man. Someday you'll be the one who can't keep up with all the new technology.
Will I?
Well, maybe not you. You figuring out, though?
I've read everything I can get my hands on, and it actually sounds pretty straightforward once you have control. The biggest problem people have is how touchy it is, but since we're going to set it off on purpose...
That solves that. You got a hand on the Centurion systems, too?
Oh yeah, she's not that complicated a vessel.
Hey now, you show some respect for your elders. She served me well since before you were born.
Sorry, Centurion.
That's better.
I am worried about getting a grasp on the windbreaker schematics. I'm gonna have to keep track of all 4 of you, and we really can't afford any mistakes.
I got nothing but faith in you. Wouldn't have brought you aboard otherwise. I appreciate you doing this. Know this ain't the world you want to be in.
You've always been there for me. The least I can do is make sure you don't get murdered by a bunch of bandits. Besides, it's not like this stuff belongs to them in the first place, so it's only like half a crime?
Suppose you're right. Alright, it's getting late. Think it's enough work for one day?
Okay, just give me like 10 more minutes.
I will give you 0 more minutes. You're done for the day. Captain's orders.
Fine. I guess I could probably use a meal.
Atta girl. I'll get all this shut down and catch up with you.
I just don't understand you, Phig. So, you're saying that you'd feel better if... what? No one was having any fun around here?
No, I'm saying I'd feel better if everyone were focused on the job instead of other... distractions.
Distractions? Look, if you want to call off the bet just because you know you're going to lose, just say so.
I don't, and I'm not. I simply think he is wasting valuable time.
Oh, hey, Molina. I did not hear you come in.
Hi. What bet?
Oh, nothing you need to worry about.
Whether or not you're going to sleep with Crutchfield.
What? Why would I?
Oh, you know.
Because he's been hitting on you since the second you came aboard.
Phig.
Which, judging by the look on your face, was clearly a waste of his time. Just like I said it was.
Oh, like she didn't know. Oh my god, you didn't know.
He's been hitting on me?
Quite obviously.
And has some kind of bet going?
No. He does not. Phig and I might, though.
We do. Pay up.
Okay, where is he?
Double checking the supplies in the hold last I saw.
Fantastic. Fuck you both.
Great work, Phig. Very good.
Hey, Crutchfield!
Oh, hey, Molina.
Shut up. What the hell is your problem? Whatever kind of girl you think I am, you're wrong. I don't know how these things usually go, but I am here as a favor to Carlile and nothing else. This is not my world, and I don't need some creep making my life any harder than it needs to be.
Wait, hold on.
I know your type, and I don't go anywhere near it. So how about I stay out of your way, and you stay the fuck out of mine, huh? Because if we are going to have to work together, you can be damn sure I am not interested in getting involved in anything deeper than that. I am here for Carlile, I am here for the job, and that's it, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
You are?
Yeah. I didn't realize you felt that way. And I definitely didn't mean to upset you.
If this is some kind of new tactic...
It's not, I swear. And you're right. You have a job to do, and you are clearly brilliant and interesting, and we have to work together, so... What do you say we just move on and be friends instead?
You don't know anything about me.
Huh?
You called me interesting. You can't know that.
Nah, you are. Trust me. You don't really last in my line of work without being able to read people.
Okay.
Look, can we just start over? Hi, I'm Crutchfield, but you can call me C.
I'm Molly.
I'm not dreaming, right? That is Crutchfield and Molina standing in front of me after all these years.
You know these people, Captain Carlile.
I certainly do. We go way back.
I see. It's just that the preacher gave the impression that the people he was sending us to were a bit unsavory, so...
Excuse you?
Oh, you think we're...
Georgie, these are two of the finest, most reliable people I have ever worked with in my life. This is our luckiest of lucky days, my friend, because we have landed ourselves in the best possible hands.
Well, if we're all here, I believe there's work to be done.
Right. We're flipping a transponder?
Molly.
Plus a small repair, if you don't mind. Green line's shot to hell, and I don't like the idea of being a high-value target with no way to call for help.
That's probably an easy fix. We had one of those last week.
Molly.
That's great news. You guys are really saving my arse here. And all those people on Ceres, of course.
Of course. Shouldn't take too long to get you out of here. I know the Centurion like the back of my hand, so the transponder won't be any trouble. And see...
Yeah, excuse us. I'm gonna need a word with my wife. No.
See...
I mean it, Miles. We cannot get involved with this.
What happened to paying our debt?
That was before I knew it meant working with fucking Val. That is just about the last person I ever wanted to walk into our shop.
Okay, that's an exaggeration. There are far worse people. Oh, like if your dad and my mom were in the shop at the same time, I would just leave.
Don't change the subject. I know you want to help these people. I do too. But this ain't the way. Val doesn't do anything unless there's a payday involved, and you don't get paid running supplies for a charity. And if he's involved, ain't no way in hell those supplies are getting to their destination. You have to see that.
Lechner's ghost.
What?
Yeah, that would be a far worse thing to walk into our shop. Or float. Although...
For fuck's sake, Molly, can you please take this seriously?
I am taking it seriously, which is why you're not going to change my mind. We're doing this, see? We have to. What is it you used to say? If a call for help comes from the black.
Yeah, well, this one didn't come from the black. It came up and rang the damn bell. You trust Val, then?
Fuck no.
Then why the fuck would you want to do this job?
Because it's too important. You've seen the coverage too, see? Those people are dying and no one is doing anything about it. Everyone sees it as an acceptable loss. A charity ship like this is the only chance they've got, and if we can help, then that's what we're going to do. Besides, we too owe a debt.
Pulling 6 dozen people off the cloud wasn't enough to soothe that guilty conscience of yours, huh?
It was not.
No, we can't. I don't trust Val, which means I don't trust anyone he's working with. If you really want to help these people, we will find another way, I promise. But I don't see what good could possibly come... Stop that.
Stop what? I'm just standing here.
Stop looking at me like that.
I'm not looking at you like anything.
You're a fucking liar. You're doing that thing with your
See,
eyes where you're trying to get me to do what you want.
I'm not doing
It's not going to work
anything.
this time.
I'm just
I'm
looking
not
at you
falling
because
for
you're
your
talking-
tricks.
Oh, what?
And I said no.
What, I have tricks now? That is the most ridiculous thing you have ever said.
Fine. God, you are the worst, you know that?
You married me.
To my eternal chagrin.
Well, now who's the liar?
You really think this is a good idea? Need I remind you?
Trust me, you need not. Tell you what, the work they need done will take a couple hours at least. We can use that time to try and figure out what his angle is. Deal?
And if we don't like what we learn?
No reason we can't fly the ship to the quarantine zone.
And what happens to Val in that case?
The sister seems to take her job very seriously. I imagine she has ways of dealing with a double-crosser. Besides, after what he put us through, I'm not above kicking his ass myself.
Is it weird that I'm a little turned on by that?
Knowing you, it'd be weirder if you weren't.
Fair. All right. First sign of trouble, though, every last one of them's out of here. Agreed?
Agreed. Let's at least try to be subtle about it, though, yeah?
Fine.
So by the time I got back, the whole thing had been shredded. Was the last time I left anything of value anywhere near a Hector street cat. Yeah, you get it.
Oh, Captain, you really are too much. Truly.
Hey, you two. What's the verdict? You gonna help us or no?
We are. We'll do whatever you need to get that ship to the quarantine zone safely, but we've got a few questions.
Yeah, number one, what the fuck are you doing captaining a charity ship?
Real subtle, babe. Good job.
Well, I hardly see the need for that sort of language. You are speaking to my captain.
Stand down, Georgie. Don't worry. And to answer your question, it's a good cause. Who can resist one of those?
Historically, you.
Right, can we go back a second? Did you call her your wife?
I did.
So, you two got married?
We did.
No, seriously. You two got married?
Is that not what we just fucking said?
Sorry, I just... Well, shit. I think I just won a 10-year-old bet. Either of you know where Phig is these days? I believe he owes me some money.
Yeah, speaking of money...
Okay, we have a lot of work to do. See, why don't you and the captain move the ship around back and start on the green line? Then I can take a look at the creds.
I'll join you.
Do you know anything about operating systems?
No, but I'm good at following directions and avoiding distractions.
Okay, you're with me then.
Captain, what should I do?
Stay here and don't touch anything. Keep an eye on them, Cheese.
I believe I asked.
Do what the man says. Hey, this'll be fun. Who doesn't love a chance to catch up? Wow, I haven't seen you two since...
New London?
Was that... No, that can't be right.
Trust us, it is. You know, I'm never sure what to expect when someone I've never met before offers us a job. But this guy didn't seem half bad. I mean, not the brightest bulb on the console, maybe, but he's capable enough. And the job's simple. Shouldn't take more than a day or so to figure out... Molly?
Shit. I didn't think you'd be back yet.
What's going on?
I'm leaving.
What?
I can't do this. I'm leaving.
Oh. All right. It's probably a good idea. I know you weren't exactly excited about this job, and you haven't really been yourself lately. Change of scenery might do you good. We're not far from Raven Station. We could always head there, lie low for a bit. I probably wouldn't have any trouble finding some maintenance work.
I don't mean the job. See, I'm leaving this. You.
You were just gonna leave without saying anything? Just let me come back to an empty ship?
No, God, I did not want to have this conversation while I was packing. I thought we could talk when you got back.
Molly, what the hell?
I can't take this life anymore. I feel sick all the time, worrying about what has gone wrong, or is going wrong, or could go wrong. And you can't pretend like this last year has been easy. If the money hasn't almost run out, then it's a job gone to hell or a crew we never should have trusted. Never mind nearly getting stranded on New London.
That was Val's fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it was. It still happened.
Yeah, it happened. And we got through it. Together.
We did. This time. But maybe not the next, and I cannot handle that uncertainty. I'm not good at this, see?
Of course you are. You're brilliant. I've never worked with anyone better than you.
Behind a terminal, maybe. But take me away from that, I fuck everything up, and that is never going to change.
But that's why you have me. That's why we're a team. We're a great team, Molly. That's what gets us through.
It won't always.
So we'll figure something else out then. I'll tell this guy we don't want the job. Then we can do what I said. Go to Raven Station. Take some time.
It's too late for that.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Because if it's not this job, it'll be another. And we'll be right back here because you don't actually care how I feel. As long as the money's good, you don't care what it does to me.
That's not true.
No? Then why did you take that meeting in the first place when I begged you not to? This life is breaking me, see? And if I stay here, if I stay with you, pretty soon I won't have anything left.
But we'd have each other.
That isn't enough.
Molly, please. Molly, please don't do this. I'm sorry, Molly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shit. It is nice out here, man. Plenty of space, open sky. Oh my god, you have llamas?
Yeah, don't get too close.
'Cause they spit, right?
No, 'cause the gate is loose and Barack Lama is a tricky fucker. He's not as bad as, like, Lama Mia or Kendrick Lamar, but if Barack gets out, he will find my clothes and he will eat them. So just, yeah, don't get too close. I don't give a shit if they spit on you.
Ouch, you are really not happy to see me, are you?
Should I be?
Guess it's about time I explain New London, huh? Well...
you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why you screwed over your friends or that it was real fucking difficult getting off that rock without the funds that score would have fetched, or that Molly jury-rigging the thrusters barely held long enough for us to get to a friendly port, or that almost getting stuck out there freaked her out so much that... It doesn't matter. Tell me something, Val. Why are you actually doing this?
Why do I do anything?
I fucking knew it. You have no intention of getting these supplies to Ceres, do you?
No, hang on.
No. You're out here trying to fuck over a bunch of sick people. Because you and I both know there's no payday for running a charity ship, which means you got a buyer lined up.
Whoa. You've got it all wrong, pal. This ship's getting where she's going, alright? Scout's honour. And sure, it's a charity, but I figured the residents of Ceres will be so relieved to see their salvation that there just might be a little something in it for me, you know?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you're going to fly this ship halfway across the system, putting yourself at risk of pirate attacks, and marshals detecting your not quite legit creds, not to mention the threat of disease, and just, what, hope that they hand you something when you arrive?
That about sums it up, yeah.
Val, tell me something. How many jobs did we work together back in the day?
Dunno, at least a dozen.
Uh-huh. And were you this dumb on all of them?
You ever heard of the phrase, high risk, high reward?
Yeah, You ever heard the phrase, play stupid games, win stupid prizes?
Now that sounds nothing like the Crutchfield I know.
Knew.
Eh?
The Crutchfield you knew. You don't know me anymore.
I'll say, because you, my friend, have gone soft.
So what if I have? If having a home and a stable income and waking up next to my best friend every day is your idea of soft, I'm okay with that. I've lived a lot of lives. I'm keeping this one.
Right. So, if I were to, say, tell you about a job I've got lined up for after this charity thing, you wouldn't have any interest in that.
What sort of job?
Simple find and fetch. Kind of thing you could do in your sleep. The pay's damn good too.
How good?
You remember that job we did in Lunar Raton way back when? The one where we made more in a day than we usually did in a whole month? Triple it.
That's a lot for a retrieval. What's the catch?
No catch. Guy's just loaded and very motivated to get this particular article back. So you're in then?
No, asshole! I already told you, nothing you can offer me would be better than what I got. And I already know what it's like to lose it. But I get why you don't understand caring more about another person than your own wallet.
See, I've got a sibling on Ceres, alright, and they've got a kid, and I haven't heard from them since this outbreak started. I just snatched Carlile's ship when the news broke. I tried to comm, but couldn't get through. It was like that for a month. So I was drowning my sorrows in some dive on Deimos, and you know who walked in loudly lamenting the fact that their charity had everything those people needed and no way to get it to them?
Georgie.
Bingo. For I know it, I'm introducing myself as Adelard Carlile, captain of the Centurion, and assuring them that I can fly everything they need out to Ceres if they've got a way to get us past the pirates. And turns out Georgie had been drinking with some guy in a priest collar who says he knows just the folks for the job and that they happen to owe him a favour. I had no idea it'd be you two. I screwed you on you, London. I'll own that. And I don't have a good reason for it. That was a spur-of-the-moment decision to be an asshole. You have no reason to trust me, I get that. But this ship is getting to Ceres if it kills me. Alright?
Alright. You are gonna need an intact green line then. Let's get to work.
Would I be right to assume that the real Captain Carlile hasn't miraculously risen from the dead?
You would.
But you also know this person.
Oh, yeah. We know Val. The three of us worked jobs together back when C and I did that sort of thing.
I take it things ended badly?
That is putting it lightly. C and I brought Val in on a job about 5 years ago when we needed help, and he screwed us. Literally just took the money and ran.
So, how concerned do I need to be?
That's what we're trying to figure out. All three of us actually met on the same job 10 years ago. One of Carlile's. The real Carlile. He'd asked me there as a favor. Wasn't the sort of thing I was ever interested in doing, but I did it for him.
He must have meant a great deal to you.
He did. Car was like family. If I'm being honest, I haven't quite accepted the fact that he's gone yet. So when you gave us his name, some irrational part of my mind thought maybe he wasn't. And then Val walked in. Of all fucking people.
You think there's any chance he's changed?
I want to say no, but C and I did.
You think raising llamas and paying taxes is enough atonement for everything you've done?
What do you want me to say? Bless me, sister, for I have sinned?
I'm not a priest.
Ah, right. You just hear the call and go from there. Argyre told me. But it is a religious calling, right?
No, we're not bound by an ecclesiastical code, if that's what you're asking. It's more broad ideals we all share. What you do with those ideals is up to the individual caller. We all listen, but some then advise, some act, some do nothing at all.
But not you?
I'm here, aren't I? I've never seen the point of listening to trouble if we're not going to do anything about it. I think that's why Argyre liked the two of you. You're the same way.
What makes you say that?
You were prepared to give up your lives to protect dozens of complete strangers. You think that's something we come across every day?
It wasn't quite that simple.
Because you in particular were racked with guilt over orphaning a child, right? She's doing well. Brother Argyre kept his promise.
Oh, that's really good to hear. I think about her a lot. You know what's really fucked up? It's not even like I regret killing that woman. It was her or C. Put me in that situation 1,000 times over, and I will choose him every time. But not regretting it is a far cry from feeling okay about it. Even though it's how we got here, and as grateful as I am for that, I think I'm always going to feel a little bit wrong, you know?
I do. Life has a funny way of making meaning out of tragedy. But you carry more than you need to.
So what's yours then?
My what?
Your tragedy.
Why do you think that I have some sort of...
Come on. Life has a funny way of making meaning out of tragedy. You didn't just pull that out of your ass. You know mine. What's yours?
Where were you during the Centennial Storm?
Ganymede. We weren't hit too badly, but there was a communications blackout, so it was a while before we knew what was going on. And C and I were apart by then, so I had no way to know. Yeah. It was awful.
I was on my family's orbital, off of Terra.
Oh, shit. I didn't think anyone survived those.
You sound like the salvage team that pulled me out of the wreckage. I'm still not sure how I did. All I know is that, in a matter of hours, I lost everyone and everything. And when I landed at the temporary shelter they'd set up for survivors, I had no idea what I was going to do. I was just floating through whatever my life had become. Then, one day, this man in a priest collar sat down next to me. I asked him who he was, and he said that he was one of those who had heard the call. And if I wanted to talk, he wanted to listen. Honestly, in the moment I thought he was full of shit. But I still ended up telling him everything. And it helped for a little while. But then he left, and nothing was fixed, and I felt worse than before. But then I looked past the end of my own nose for the first time in weeks and saw that everyone else in that room was exactly like me. Hurting and lost and in need of help.
Is that when you heard the call?
It was. I couldn't do much, but I could listen. And the more I listened, the more I found ways to help. And I realized that this was what I could do now.
And that's enough?
It is for now.
Rough week.
Work in corporate hell, Rex. Is there any other kind?
Guess not. You get that promotion at least.
No. Something about insufficient engagement in company culture. Like it's my fault everyone I work with sucks.
That is some bullshit, kid. Here, this sort of take the edge off.
Damn, that is some kind of service. I haven't even ordered yet.
Actually, this is courtesy of the gentleman over there. Friend of yours, Molina?
It's fine, Rex. I've got it. Thanks.
It is still a whiskey soda, right? Because I'm gonna feel like a prize idiot if I got your drink wrong.
What the hell are you doing here?
That really all you have to say to me after 3 years? You cut your hair? You gonna sit at least? I sent you a message.
I didn't get it.
Right.
Why are you here, C?
I told you I was gonna be in the area, so I...
No, it's never that simple with you. Why are you really here?
Molly.
Don't Molly me. Answer the question.
Fine. There's this job.
Here we go.
A freighter jacking, nothing complicated. Thing is, I need a systems tech.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's a big score, Malls.
Please don't call me that.
Sorry.
There must be someone else you can ask.
Nope. No one. No one's as good as you. You know that.
I walked away from this, see. I wanted a normal life with a normal job.
Yeah, tell me something. This normal job of yours, how's the pay?
See...
Answer the question.
The pay is shit.
And the work? Does it keep that brilliant brain of yours engaged?
It does not.
Exactly. You want to never work another bullshit job for another bullshit corporation ever again? This is how.
The score's that good? Whoa.
Yeah. Enough to retire on several times.
See, I don't know.
You don't have to decide right now. I just threw a lot at you, I get that. I was hoping we'd maybe have a drink and catch up for a bit before we got into it, but as usual, you saw right through me. 3 years apart, you can still read me like a book.
It's not like it's ever been that hard.
Yeah. Listen, I will be here tomorrow as soon as they open for lunch. If you want to learn more, you can join me. No pressure, no commitment, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Great. And no matter what, it's really good to see you, Miles.
Yeah. You too. Well?
Green line's ready to go. It was an easy fix, just like you thought.
You believe him then?
Against every ounce of my better judgment, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well, we'd best be on our way. This is an urgent matter after all. Georgie's already boarded the ship. I believe they're hiding from that very intimidating cat of yours. Thank you both. Really.
Yeah, don't make us regret it.
I won't. I'd give you my word, but I think we all know what that's worth. And, hey, Molina, I really was sorry to hear about Carlile. I know what he meant to you. He was a good man, despite, well, everything.
He was. Didn't stop you scavenging, though, did it?
Hey, if some good comes out of it, can't be that bad, right?
I guess not. Although, you know he had a will, right?
Did he?
Yep. Left everything to me. Which I'm pretty sure makes me captain of the Centurion.
Sounds about right.
Well...
It's fine. I don't mind loaning her out for a good cause. But Val,
Yeah?
if one crate, one vial, one single square of gauze doesn't get to its destination, well, I just might have to report my ship as stolen. And since I just redid your creds, I will know exactly how to track you down. We clear?
Yes, ma'am. Inescapably so.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Sister, I thought you would have left by now.
Oh, I'd planned to. But since this seems to be the first charitable act you've ever made in your life, I'm making myself available to provide any mentorship you may need. And besides, this is a lot of supplies for just 2 people to handle. I'm sure you'll need help unloading it at our final destination.
I think that's a great idea.
Yes, very generous of you, Andy.
That's a very kind offer. I'm sure we'll be glad to have you.
Fantastic. I'll meet you on the ship. You can get it ready for takeoff.
Right. Crutchfield, Molina, it was a pleasure as always. I'll have to keep this place in mind if I ever find myself in need of repairs again. I don't suppose you offer a friends and family discount, do you?
We might, but not to you.
You pay double.
That's fair. Take care of yourselves, yeah?
Be careful with him, okay, sister?
You don't need to worry. I can handle myself.
Well, just in case. The green line's fully operational, and I double-checked all your safety gear. You don't want to get caught without that.
Oh, ask him how he knows.
No need. I insisted Brother Argyre give me your whole story before I agreed to come out here.
You'll tell him we're square, then?
I don't have to. Like I said, he was certain you'd help.
What changed your mind about Val?
Oh, he told me he's got family on Ceres, and, well, we do anything for the people we love, right? Even Val.
Huh. Yeah. I guess even Val.
Oh! And while I was fixing the green line, look what I found stuck in with my tools.
Oh my god, is that...
The receipt for that docking charge? Yes, it is. Yeah, what do you say? We still have time to get all these forms done and mailed out by tomorrow?
Now that things have quieted down, yes, we should have plenty of time to... Son of a bitch!
Oh, shit.
Why are the llamas out of their fucking pen?
I told Val not to get too close to the gate.
Oh my god, last time it took 3 hours to get them all back in the pen. Now we're going to be up all night and I'm going to be too tired to get any of the forms right, and then we're going to get fucking audited.
No, shh, hey. No, hang on. We are not going to let that happen. Tell you what, you finish the tax forms, I'll get the llamas.
Deal. I love you.
I love you too. All right, assholes. Dalai Lama, get off that barrel and get back in the pen. Bring Drama Llama with you. Kendrick Lamar, don't even think about it. Shama Llama Ding Dong, what is all over your hooves? Come on, come here, let me take... Whoa, Barack. Don't you even think about it. Your teeth get within an inch of my poncho. I'm gonna make sure you share a pen with Carl. Llama Mia, can you please not eat the bird feeders?
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Breathing Space. This episode, In Better Light, was written and directed by Mel Nichols and edited by Sam Stark.
Crutchfield is voiced by Sam Stark.
Molina is voiced by Mel Nichols.
Val is voiced by Michael E. Fremantle.
Sister Andromeda is played by Rebecca Krause.
Carlile is voiced by Scott Paladin.
Phig was voiced by Jerry Harris.
Georgie voiced by Maddie Cooper.
Brother Argyle is voiced by Interiority.
Rex is voiced by John Kennard.
The llamas were voiced by llamas, with additional voice work by Mr. Business. Our theme, Blues for the Black, was composed by Michael Freitag with vocals by Jeremiah and lyrics by Scott Paladin. You can find links to learn more about our cast and crew in the show notes and all about our show at our website, breathingspace.lawofnames.com. Breathing Space is a Law of Names production.
You want to join our troop?
You want to join our troop?
I do, if that's acceptable.
That's more than acceptable. That's fantastic. Let me be the first to officially welcome you to the Caravel Traveling...
Out of the way! Molten glass coming through!
Hey, move your feet! You're standing on the hem of the General's coat.
What is death but the next stage in our paradigm?
I'm explaining it badly, aren't I?
This is all very different from what I was expecting.
For heroes are not meant to be forged through destiny.
Were you admiring my perpetual motion wheels here? I've got big plans for these bad boys.
For months now, I've been searching for a way to serve a greater purpose, and I think with you, I've found it.
Trust me, Leona. The troop is gonna love you.
Starfall, a fantasy audio drama. Find us in your favorite podcatcher today.
I think I understand that.